Hello friends, welcome to all. Friends, today we will study a very good poem, A Teenager's Prayer. This poem is written by J. Morse. Let us see the meaning of teenager. Teenager is called to a boy or a girl who belongs to an age group of 13 to 19. If you look at the spelling of 13 to 19, every spelling ends with 10. Therefore, such children are called as teenagers. In this poem, we have to study a prayer made by a teenager. In the beginning, the poet writes, each day brings new beginnings, decisions I must make. I am the only one to choose the road that I will take. Friends, this is a prayer made by a teenager to the Almighty Lord. If you read these lines, two important phrases attract our attention. These two phrases will explain the meaning in detail. New beginnings. It's our fortune that every day we get new beginning because we see a new sun every day. And when we see this sun, it is our new beginning. And it is our duty to make decisions because new beginning brings number of struggles in our life, and to solve those struggles we have to make decisions. We have to take new decisions without any help. We are solely responsible for our decisions. Friends, further, the poet says, I can choose to take the road of life that leads to great success, or travel down the darkened road that leads to great distress. Friends, when time comes that we have to take decisions, generally we have number of decisions in front of us. Out of those different paths, we have to make a choice of single path. That is decision making. So what to do? Out of these two choices, what we should do? If you look at the lines, you will see two important words or phrases, choice of roads and right choice. We have to make choice between two roads, one which leads to great success and the one which leads to great distress. Right choice. What is right choice? So we must make a choice of a road that will give you success, but we should not forget that the road of success is always a road of hard work. In further lines, the poet says, please open up my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right. Bring out the best in me. When we have two ways and we have to make a choice of single one, so our eyes should be open. So Lord will help us to open the eyes. The narrator requests Lord to open his or her eyes so that he or she can clearly see what is right and what is wrong. Help to stand for right. After looking clearly, we will come to know what is right. And, dear Lord, please give us or give me the strength to stand for the right. In further lines, the poet says, help, Lord, to just say no. This is the most beautiful line of the poem. This is the most important thing that whenever during the course of life a temptation try to deviate our mind, we should be in a position to say no. We have number of friends. Some friends are good, some friends are bad. Bad friends have bad habits. So these friends can offer us bad things to do. But it is our duty, it is our moral duty that we should say no. And God will definitely help us. That might keep my body clean and fit for life each day. What will happen when we say no to the temptations? It will keep our body clean. It will make our body fit to go to face any challenge in the life. So bad habits are bad for health. So say no. In further lines, the poet says, when my teenage years are over, I know that I will see that life is lived its very best without you walking next to me. So it is very important thing. At the end of the day, we should see what we have done. In the same way, after the completion of the teenage years, we should try to analyze whether we have lived our life good or not. But in the company of God, we may definitely live our life best. The teenager says, God, after my teenage years are over, I will see that I have lived my life best because I was walking with you. So, see at life after the finishing of your teenage life. Now we will discuss about the figures of speech of the poem. The first important figure of speech is inversion. What is inversion? Inversion means the changed word order. For example, decisions I must make. In the above line, the word order is not correct. The word order should be I must make decision. The place of decision is wrong. Such figure of speech is called as inversion. Apostrophe is another figure of speech. What is apostrophe? Direct address to non-living things or to the absent one or to any idea. For example, please open up my eyes, dear Lord. In the above line, there is direct address to the Lord, and therefore the figure of speech is apostrophe. Friends, next figure of speech is alliteration. Generally, this is the figure of speech which is used knowingly or unknowingly by every poet in every poem. Therefore, further I will never discuss about this figure of speech. What is alliteration? Initial sound of the words are similar. Travel down the darkened road. Down and darken. The sound is similar. Therefore, figure of speech is alliteration. Next important figure of speech is metaphor. What is metaphor? Metaphor is actually a comparison between two different things. But what type of comparison? Indirect or implicit. Means without using the words as or like. So I can choose to take the road of life. There is a comparison between road and life, and this comparison is made implicitly. Therefore, figure of speech is metaphor. Now, we will discuss appreciation of the poetry. We have a number of points here to discuss. Title, poet, rhyme scheme, favorite line, theme or central idea, figure of speech, special features, why I like or dislike the poem. Last point. We should write only why I like the poem. That doesn't look good when you write dislike poem because poems are written by great poets. Now, theme or central idea of the poem and special features. These 2 points are for 2 marks. So we'll write them carefully. Even other questions we have to write carefully. For example, when we write title, a teenager's prayer is the title. Should we write only this and leave the answer? No. We should give some more information what actually it indicates. It's a prayer made by a child of a teenage poet. Here also, instead of writing the name of the poet only, we should give some more information about him. J. Morse is the poet of this poem. He has written many poems for children. The next important point is rhyme scheme. Here also we should mention how many stanzas are there, how many lines are there in a stanza, and then we should write the rhyme scheme. There are 5 stanzas of 4 lines, and the rhyme scheme of every stanza is A, B, C, B. Let us go ahead. Favorite line. Here also we should give the reason of why we like the line. Help Lord to just say no. This is very beautiful line. I already told you that this is the most important line in whole poem. This is my favorite line because everyone should learn to say no at right time. Next important line is theme or central idea. This poem is a prayer to the Lord. The child requests Lord to help to live a beautiful teenage life. In the prayer, the child requests Lord to help in making choice of a right path and courage to say no. This will help to live life properly. Here we have mentioned almost 4 points for which almost for every point you will get half mark. You can write only 2 points if the content of 2 points is much better. Figure of speech apostrophe. Which figure of speech we should write when there are number of figures of speech? We should write the prominent one. If you look at the poem, it is a prayer. Therefore, the poet directly addresses to the Lord. Lord is an idea which is absent at the time of speaking. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord. So, in above lines, there is a direct address to the Lord who is not present at the moment, therefore, figure of speech is apostrophe. Special features. The poem is a prayer in the form of a narration. The first point is form of poem. In the poem, the child of teen age seeks help of the Lord to make choice for right path. In second line, we have given the implied meaning of the poem. To describe right and wrong path, the poet has used beautiful images, road of life and darkened road. This point is about language and images. So what type of images the poet has used? For good road, the poet says road of life. And for bad road, the poet says darkened road. Why I like the poem is the last point. This last point is very important. At least we should write one reason for that. So why I like poem is the point. The answer is I like this poem very much because it inspires us to live an ideal and beautiful life. Friends, if I watched my video, I really thank you. If you liked the video, subscribe the channel, share the link with your friends and like it. Thanks for watching children. Thanks.